You cannot expect things to happen for you if you do not take any action. That's the truth. You cannot expect to get results without doing anything. Whatever it is that you want to have in life, to do in life, to become in life, you cannot just expect for it to just happen, for it to just be handed to you. God will provide it to you as long as you do what's necessary, as long as you keep showing up, as long as you put in the hours for it. Because faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. You cannot expect to have the body of your dreams without doing anything to actually achieve the body of your dreams. Everybody can agree on that. You cannot suddenly expect you will get a six-pack if you're not exercising. It's not gonna happen. The same concept can be applied to running a business, to having more money. You will not achieve more money. You will not receive more money if you do not do anything to receive that money. You will not see your business grow unless you do something to make your business grow. And that might look differently in different scenarios. This might look like finally launching that product you have been sitting on. That might look like show up online every single day and do live streams, depending on your business type. This may look like getting coaching from somebody else so that you can learn how to get better clients and sales. And, you might need to break through some of the maybe traumas you had from the past or wrong mindset that you had because of the way you grew up. But whatever it is that you need to do, you need to take action. When you take action, you prove to God that you are willing to do what's necessary to achieve the results. And you will be showing up and you will keep showing up and God will bless you beyond measure. Because I am literally speaking from experience. I was working with little to no results a lot of the times, but then God blessed me so many times beyond my imagination. Anytime I felt like maybe I'll quit, maybe I'll give up, maybe I should just go and, give it all away, God proved to me that my hard work hasn't been for nothing, and He blessed me beyond what I even imagined. So the same can be done for you. The exact same thing can happen to you as long as you trust and as long as you put the necessary work. So I want to tell you today, this is a very short but powerful message. I want to tell you this. Whatever it is you had been sitting on without doing what's necessary, it's time to pick up yourself and start doing what you're meant to do. You will not have a business of your dreams or the house of your dreams or the car of your dreams or financial freedom or whatever that it is that you want to have in life without doing anything. That's the reality. You will not achieve anything without doing anything. Full stop. How many of you have been working for years on a business? How many of you have been working years on something and you got no results to show for it? You know why you're not getting results? I hate to break it to you, but it's because you're not fully committed to bringing those results into fruition. You're not 100% committed. You're not going all in. You're just showing up to say, I showed up. You're just doing the work to say, I did it. Just to tick it off your to-do list. But you're not doing it with your full potential, to your fullest capacity. You're not doing it the way it's supposed to be done. And this is why you're not getting the results. It's not because God doesn't want you to succeed. It's not because you're not worthy of success. It's not because you're not smart enough. It's not because there is a curse upon your life. Whatever it is you told yourself, whatever story you're telling yourself, it's not that. It's not working out for you because you're not taking appropriate action steps. You are not doing what's necessary. You might be one of those people that only listens. You're learning. but you never applied the teachings. It's time to start applying the teachings that you are listening to. You might be one of those people that show up regularly, but you know that you're not doing what's necessary. You're not doing what's necessary. You're just staying in your comfort zone. You're just staying in your comfort zone, doing what's comfortable, and then you're wondering, why are you not getting the results? You're not getting the results because you keep repeating a pattern that's not working. Success, it's all about patterns. Success, it's all about patterns. You achieved a sale once, you repeat the same process again. You do not go and try to come up with a new way of doing it. You repeat the exact same process. You achieved a result that you liked, you repeat the process again. You repeat the process again. You don't go saying like, okay, so I went live and I signed a client. Nice one. Let me start doing YouTube shorts right now, because maybe I'll gain a client that way. And what I'm saying is not like you cannot expand and grow as a business and use those kind of tools that are available for you. Of course you can. But what I'm saying is, if you received a sale from a live stream, it means you should go live again and 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 then again. Do you get me? You have to repeat the patterns that have worked. A lot of people don't receive the results that they want to have because they hit something, they hit some kind of goal, and they don't repeat what worked again. I noticed this even from myself. When I had a result that I liked, and I tried to go in a different direction and say, maybe I should do this instead now, that thing didn't work. But when I repeated what already worked, then it worked again. And then it worked again. And I just improved on that specific task. I became better at it, stronger, wiser, more confident in that task. And I repeated it again. And each time I was doing it, I was getting a little bit better and a little bit better. And I received results every single time. But what happened first was me getting on sales calls and not selling a damn thing. Me going on live videos and nobody was watching my videos. Me showing up unconfident, powerless, just like, hello, everybody. I wasn't showing to my fullest potential, with my fullest power. But I did it anyway. I took the action because things don't have to be perfect in order for them to work. Let me say it again. Things don't have to be perfect in order for them to work. You don't have to wait for things to be perfect in order to start something. Okay? That's number one. Number two, you have to do what's necessary to achieve the results that you want to have. God will bless you beyond measure if you are obedient and you keep showing up. It's bound to happen. It's inevitable. It's not something that's just unrealistic. God doesn't just look at you and say, haha, this person might hustle all their life and I will never give them anything. Ha 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 ha. No. God wants you to keep doing what you're good at and He will bless you. And you know why He doesn't give results right away? Sometimes it is to keep us humble, because if you achieve the results too quick, you will not continue going to Him to ask Him for guidance. You will try to do things by your own strength and you will actually fail. So God is not giving you results because He doesn't want you to succeed. He might not be allowing the results to come yet because He wants you to trust Him a little bit more. He wants you to see that it's all thanks to Him, everything that you have in your life, that it's all thanks to Him and His blessings. He wants you to be obedient and He wants you to do great work in your life. And sometimes what it looks like is working a little bit longer without seeing the result, and then big, huge fruits come. Just like when you plant something in your garden. You plant a little seed of tomatoes, let's say. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I was getting a phone call there. So just like you would plant seeds in your back garden, let's say tomato seeds. You take a little seed, you put it in the ground. You cover it all up with the ground, and then you water it. The next day you come to the tomato seed, you will not see the little sprouts, right? You will not see it sprout through the ground. You're gonna need to water it again. Another day you will come and there'll be no results yet. And you're gonna water it again. And then the next day you're gonna water it again. And then the next day you water it again. 14 days might pass and you might still not see. You might still not see any sprouts. You might still not see any plant getting through the ground. So you water it again. Maybe 30 days pass and you finally see a little tiny bit out of the ground. The tomatoes are not ready yet. You gotta continue watering that plant. So you continue watering it for the next few weeks. And the plant is growing from a tiny, bigger. And you continue watering it. You continue watering it. You continue. Until one day you start seeing flowers. You don't see the fruit yet. You don't see the tomatoes yet. You see the little flowers. So you continue watering it. You continue looking after it. You keep showing up. And then eventually you see a tiny little tomato that's green. It's not ready to be eaten yet. So you continue watering your plant. And then it continues to grow. And it turns a little bit yellow. It's not ready to eat yet. So you continue watering it. Then it turns orange. It's not ready to be harvested yet. You water it again. And then finally, after the long wait and hard work, a red tomato comes. And you get to harvest it and you get to eat it. It's the exact same when you're trying to build a business, when you're trying to build a brand, when you're trying to have more money in life, when you're trying to build a family, when you're trying to build your faith, whatever it is, when you're trying to have a nicer body physique, right? You're trying to get a six-pack. It's exactly the same. The world that we live in consists of patterns. And this is really deep topic. But once you realize that this pattern, when you repeat it, this pattern can be applied to everything in this world. Seriously. The pattern is as follows. You plant the seed, so you show up day 1. Then you water the seed. You show up day 2. You water it again the next day. You show up day 3. You show up day 4. Show up day 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, right? And eventually you see the result. The result doesn't just come. Everything worth keeping takes time. I always say good things take time, but great things require patience and faith. So what kind of life do you want to have? Because I personally want a great life. I don't want just a good life. I want a great life. For me, for my family, for the people around me. I want to change the world. I want to change people's lives. I want a great life. So this requires patience and faith and a lot of action before I see any results or before I see huge results, right? So you have to keep showing up and God is going to bless you. It's bound to happen because just like with farming, the same can be applied to any part of your life. There's wisdom in everything, even planting little tomatoes. Even planting little tomatoes can be applied to business, can be applied to having money, can be applied to having more money, can be applied to having a nicer body, can be applied to getting your education. Like, look at it this way, okay? When you go to college, you don't just register, show up one day, and you graduate. You might have to do it for 3-4 years or even more, depending on your degree, depending on what you're learning. But you still need to show up every single day for that, or a few days a week. You get the point. So everything, it's a pattern. So now that you know that it's a pattern, now you know 100% that if you keep showing up for your business, for your body, for your health, for your family, for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve right now, the results are gonna come. It's inevitable. It's not something that's a maybe. It's not a maybe. When you plant seeds in your garden, are they bound to come to fruition whenever you tend to it every single day? When the environment is correct, when there is sun and water and air? Yes, 100%. Unless the conditions are not correct, but that's a topic for another day, right? You have to have a good mindset in order to achieve something. That's number one. But most importantly, you have to keep showing up. Take the steps that are necessary towards the life that you want to have. God wants you to have a beautiful life. He wants to bless you beyond measures, but you're not doing anything about it. You're not doing anything to get it. So I want to encourage you today to stop putting that one thing that you keep procrastinating. Start doing it. Stop putting it aside. No more. No more telling yourself, I am doing the work, when in reality you know you're not doing it. No more making up excuses saying I'm too busy, when deep down you know you're just wasting time on unnecessary tasks. No more. Do you want this year to be the year you make it? Anything is possible. Last year I quit my full-time job. 1 year ago. And I was faced with a lot of difficulties during that time. Mindset stuff, my own health. But it never made me give up. And because of that, I now, 1 year later, I still stand. It's not because I'm lucky, it's because I kept showing up. Even if I didn't feel comfortable, even if I didn't feel like it, I kept showing up. I kept praying about my decisions, and God has guided me, and God blessed me so much. And the same can happen for you. All you gotta do is make that decision to go. What if this year will be the year that you become 100% self-employed and you get to quit that job that you don't want to have anymore? It can happen as long as you do what's necessary. You might need to sacrifice a little bit of your comfort at the beginning, but it's gonna be so worth it. So take action, do what's necessary, stop sleeping on your dreams, make them happen. Make them happen. One tiny step at a time, one day at a time, one tiny seed at a time, one day of watering at a time, and you will see big, big, big results. Everything worth keeping takes time. Okay? Everything takes time to happen in this life. You want things to happen overnight? When even you, yourself, took 9 months to even come to life. 9 months. It did not happen in a day, in 2 or 3 or 10 or 20. Do you understand? Everything in this life takes time. Stop getting discouraged because you're not seeing the results you don't like. You're not seeing the results you want to have. Stop getting discouraged. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. And if something doesn't work, pivot, redirect yourself. Pray to God for direction and He will give it to you. Stop trying to do it by yourself. You're not going to have all the answers. Talk to somebody that knows what they're doing. Learn from them. And that's going to change your life. You don't have to figure it all out by yourself. There are people who would be so honored and so happy to teach you, so happy to guide you, so happy to help you. You just have to be willing to accept that. The same as God can help you. You just have to be willing to ask, and He can help you. But take action. Take action. Stop just sleeping on your dreams because they were given to you to come true. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? But I do hope that you take this time right now for the next few minutes to think about what you heard today, because this is very powerful, and if you apply what I taught you today, you will see big, big, big results. I know that you will. I know that you will. Because out of all of the things that you could have been doing today, you heard this message. There is a greater purpose for it. So take action. Take action immediately, okay? To change your life. Because it's your decision to make. And your future self will thank you for it. And I'm excited for what's going to happen for you and your life once you do what's necessary. I think that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your time. If you feel like there is anybody you know who would benefit from this video, please share it with them. That would mean so much to me. I really appreciate all of your support, guys. Thank you so much. May God bless you. And I'll see you tomorrow for another live video here on Facebook. Bye-bye.